So there's Madonna in Desperately Seeking Susan. Now we're rejoining her on the streets of New York City, along with that troublesome cougar, in a look at the making of her movie, Who's That Girl?
Let's go.
Rock and roll superstar Madonna caused quite a commotion herself when she, along with co-star Griffin Dunne, director James Foley, and a 160-pound wild cougar invaded Manhattan to shoot Who's That Girl?
It was very hard. The very pulse of the city and the noise of the city and the difficulty of controlling things is hard enough. And with Madonna being in the street, it just amplified that times a billion.
This has been my biggest educational experience as an actress.
Action!
All right, everybody just stay calm. Change of partners here.
I'm doing things differently. Well, the more movies you do, the more comfortable you feel with it. I don't know, I feel like it's really the first movie I've made, you know? I just understand it completely. The first couple of times, I think you kind of walk around feeling your way through it, you know? Which isn't to say that I don't have my moments of doubt, you know, am I doing this right? But I feel really good about it.
While Madonna was the main attraction, her co-star Murray the Cougar also generated a lot of excitement on the streets of New York. But Murray was a little overwhelmed by all the attention.
Working in New York, obviously, is much different than working in L.A. or any place else. It's intimidating to me. I mean, it's very intimidating to the animals. We had some requirements that we had to do in New York, and one was putting up double sets of 12-foot nets. We had 4 sharpshooters on the set all the time. We had the American Humane Society from New York. We had the Animal Control from New York.
Guys, fall back a little bit more, please.
You can take a domesticated house cat, and you take a little mouse or a little bird, and you put down there with your cat and see how quick he jumps it and eats it. Well, we're all mice and birds are these exotic animals, and it's the things we do and we don't do that keep us out of trouble.
Ever since she began turning out hit records, Madonna has been setting fashion trends. While creating a look for Nikki Finn, costume designer Deborah Scott never lost sight of Madonna's impact on the fashion world.
In general, when I do a movie, I don't try to think about, oh, you know, are people in 6 months, are people going to be wearing this? But with something like this, you do take that into account because there's, you know, teenagers all over America that sort of follow her style. And that has it definitely has an influence. I don't think it makes you decide what she's going to wear on that basis, but you're always thinking about it.
She's crazy. I mean, look how she's dressed.
I mean, there's no escaping the fact that Madonna's who she is, and even though she's playing a character, you're dressing a personality who makes quite a statement of her own. And no matter what she wears would be a statement. No statement would be some statement.
Sorry I'm late. Just overcommitted myself. You understand, huh?
No problem at all. Please take a seat.
Who is that? Shh. Don't you touch me. Nobody ignores Nikki Finn.
Despite Nikki's hair-raising hijinks, nobody gets hurt in Who's That Girl? Except perhaps a $152,000 Rolls-Royce Corniche convertible. 4 different Rolls-Royces were used and abused during the film shoot. Bashed, battered, stripped, and spray-painted, one Rolls eventually falls apart from fatigue.
Background! Action!
But for Madonna, the main concern on the set of Who's That Girl was keeping the material fresh and funny. And that meant trusting director Foley's instincts.
You think I'm going too slow?
No, you're going faster. But
I'm going as fast as my tight skirt will carry me. We do takes and takes and takes, and a way I was sure was going to work, and then Jamie would suggest trying just one little thing different, and I would swear that that was completely wrong and be so adamant about it, and then I'd do it and realize that he was completely right. And then I'd have to eat my shoe or something. But
Madonna on Sky Movies. We'll be joining her live on stage in Barcelona in just 20 minutes at 9 o'clock. Coming up now, from earlier this year, let's strike the pose with her latest #1 hit and a video shot by top fashion photographer Herb Ritz. Here's Vogue. Madonna voguing her way to #1 earlier this year. Now we go back a couple of weeks for a recap on what the paper said when her Blond Ambition tour arrived in London.
That's an interesting. My bottom hurts just thinking about it. She wants you to treat me like I'm a bad girl, even when I'm being good to you. I don't want you to thank me. You better like hanky, hanky. Nothing like a good spanky. Don't take out the handkerchiefs. I don't wanna cry. I just wanna hanky, hanky like hanky, hanky. Nothing like a good spanky. Don't take out your handkerchiefs. I don't wanna cry. I just wanna hanky, hanky guy. Ooh, yeah. Get the picture.
Coming up now is a song that Madonna recorded for a film in 1986. It starred her then husband, Sean Penn. The movie was at close range, and the song on Sky Movies, Live to Tell. The countdown continues, with just 11 minutes to go before we join Madonna live on stage on her Blond Ambition tour. She only starred in one movie with Sean Penn, a comedy adventure in which she played, of all things, a missionary. The movie was Shanghai Surprise.
I could comfort you or hold you for some time. I need you now to be beside me. I could leave them all in someplace else. And for a while I could comfort you, I hold you.
I found in Desperately Seeking Susan that you are an incredible screen presence, I have to say that. And I hope you continue to be so.
Thank you, Buzz.
But can you tell me how, I've heard from people in the States that you want to further your screen career rather than your record one. You want to, that's what I hear.
Well,
is that true?
I
Can you tell us what movie plans you have down the line?
2.5 months working on a record, and I haven't completed it yet. I still have a lot of mixing to do on it. And then I left to finish this movie, and then as soon as I finish this, I'm going back to California to finish the record, which will be out in June.
What is that called, Madonna?
It's called Live to Tell.
Now, can you tell us a bit about your role in the film and about the locations and working with your husband, Sean Penn?
Okay, the movie takes place in Shanghai in 1938. And I play a missionary. And let's see. The reason I'm there is because at the time, I mean, you have to think about what was going on, the political climate in the United States. At that time, there was a real big depression.
Set in the 30s.
Yeah, and there weren't a lot of jobs for people. Unemployment was at an all-time high, and there weren't a lot of opportunities for young women. So rather than stay home and get married and raise children or stand in a bread line or work in a sweatshop, I wanted to do something exciting with my life, so I go to Shanghai to become a missionary and help people.
Do you succeed?
Yes.
Madonna, I hear your management contract is up for sale. Did you know that? And George, would you like to buy it?
I don't know.
You're a little troublemaker, aren't you?
I'm not the only one here. It's a room full of them.
Should be sailing away on a liner. I was knocked down my back on a dock at Yangtze. It's a hell of a way to see China. But I'm ready.
You must be crazy, and you got no money, and you're a liar.
I'm straight to diaphragm, the walk into the fire. I like to trust you, but I've broken my nature. Sometimes there's no hope in chasing opium. I like to love you, but I'm not sure what's in your eyes. Shanghai surprise.
Whatever you're saying, I want it anyway. Been hanging round like a kid at your back door. You could be kinder and show me Asian minor. I'll let you love me, let you see what's here in my eyes. Shanghai surprise.
Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. Go, 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 go.